assembly line in Keighley.
What people watching this programme want to know is if what you're telling is a scare story or true. Now, you prepared a longer-term report as well about leaving. The key finding that you were very keen to promote is that by 2030, households would be £4,300 worth off. Here's the poster. You even stood in front of the poster there. There's your figure. But the Treasury report doesn't say families would be £4,300 worse off, does it? It's a bogus and misleading figure.
Well, that's not the case. That is how much per household our GDP would shrink. And if you look at...
Oh, no, it's not shrinking. On either scenario, in or out, the Treasury report showed substantial growth in our economy to 2030.
The question on the
Not shrinking.
Hold on, Andrew. The question on the 23rd of June is what does the world look like if we're in the European Union or if we leave the European Union and quit it, right? And families would be £4,300 a year worse off.
No, they wouldn't.
As a proportion,
their income.
as a share of their GDP.
Well, but it doesn't mention their income.
Their incomes would be hit, and hold on, the wealth of the nation that provides the public services they depend on. You know, leave that picture up because people need to know.
I will leave it up.
Right, leave it up because people need to know
Chancellor,
what is
I
at
will
stake
leave it
for
up.
real
And they do know about, because I'm going to put what the Treasury Select Committee said about your £4,300 under that picture. This is not what the main Treasury analysis found, says the Select Committee. The average impact on household disposable incomes would be considerably smaller than this number. Neither government departments nor the Remain side should repeat this mistaken assertion. To persist with this claim would be to misrepresent the Treasury's own work. Why are you misrepresenting your own department?
Well, if you actually read the full paragraph in that report, it says the Treasury accurately presented the numbers and that it's perfectly legitimate to talk about the impact on households as a proportion of GDP.
But it's told you not to repeat this figure. No, it says don't repeat it. It would be to misrepresent your own department's
I'm sorry, you're
work.
selectively quoting from that report.
Not at all. That's what the Treasury Committee says.
Well, you're selectively quoting from that report.
It thinks your £4,300 figure is bogus.
Andrew, you're selectively quoting from that report. The report said, and I read it, of course, that first of all, the Treasury had accurately presented those figures. Second, it's absolutely right that people in this country understand it's not just their incomes, but the value of the public services they receive.
All right.
And, by the way, this is exactly the sort of number we've had from a whole host of international organisations. And just this week, you've had
no other organisation uses that figure.
Well, they do, the OECD.
No, it hasn't. It hasn't used 4,300.
Well, I'm sorry, the OECD uses GDP per household and comes out with a very similar number to that.
No, very similar. Let me move on to immigration.
Andrew, listen.